Men who have broken their dicks. The hell were you doing? Yeah, I have. A large woman was riding me cowgirl and she literally went up too high, slipped out and came down full weight on my penis. It gave me what's called Peyronie's disease and I now have a permanent upwards kink in dick. The internal scar tissue from the trauma also caused me to lose approximately 2 inches in length. I curse that moment every single day of my life. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, my guy. Is it painful to use it? Nah, no pain. Just a hell of a lot of regret. You tell me a better way to carry groceries, Mr. Smart Guy. How about your hands? Exclamation mark. Well, I'll try it, but I don't think that will work. I had a helicopter accident. WH80. Skateboarding. How do you even? I tried to kickflip and it flew up inside me, ding darn. This polished gymnast swore she pulled this trick off and that it was going to feel amazing. Well, did it feel amazing? I don't even think a masochist would like to have their dick broken. But there's a person for every kink. According to what I overheard a doctor next to me at a bar tell his friend, I guess he was in either emergency medicine or urology, reverse cowgirl is the most common cause. Just say no to the backwards yee-haw. Apostrophe. Reverse cowgirl. After looking it up, that seems about right. Fell off a toilet. 3 stitches. What will you? Question mark. Do I wanna know? I was like 10 and I was very sleepy. Then I just fell off and cut myself on the toilet edge. Got a random boner while lying on my back in my room on my bed and the ceiling fan came down. Goddamn ceiling fans. Just sitting there plotting, waiting for a penis to show itself so they can pounce. You can replace ceiling fans and penis from that sentence with anything and make it funny. I'm a girl and these replies make me squirm. I'm so sorry. No me, but a friend was standing in the shower with wife, pulled back a bit too far when thrusting, went to put it back in and was at the wrong angle. Surgery fixed it. He claims it works fine now. I'll take his word for it. Don't get proof. Almost broken. There's this moment my couple and I were super horny like a lot. It was the weekend day we decided to have sex non-stop, only to drink water and eat. After around many sessions, I don't know how the hell I lasted till bedtime, around 9. My semen looked transparent, not a single trace of whitish color. Then the next day, my dick really hurt like from the base to the bottom of the head. I went to the doctor. He told us it is just a sore problem, but if I did end it until midnight, my dick will probably have permanent damage. Also some of the vessels were broken due blood overflow. Man took the phrase let's have sex all day literally. Madman. How's her vagina? Whiffy and I did this years ago. I was sore about a day. She was for about 2 if I remember. Girl I was with got a bit too into it. Wanted to jerk me off between changing positions and yanked my foreskin back to rough and broke my frenulum. Hurt like hell. But it's all healed up now. Damn. You were that horny, my guy. Glad to hear it's all better. Wouldn't have yanked it that hard myself. But hey, girls aren't always too familiar with how rough you can be, I guess. But it's all good. We met up a few weeks later and had sex all weekend to make up for lost time. Life blue-balled me so hard it just eventually fell off. Haven't we all been there? Reading your question made me laugh. I appreciate it. Breaking a dick is a real thing though. Sure, it's hilarious, but it's also terrifying. I'd freak the duck out. How would the ambulance discreetly bring me to the back of the truck on the stretcher without anyone seeing something sticking up in my crotch area? Not necessarily broken. I'm not circumcised. There was a time I was sleeping with this chick and she hopped on top and slid down on it a little too fast and pulled the foreskin back fast enough my frenulum tore. Shit hurt like a bitch. I threw her off so fast and went into slight shock. Same thing here. A bit too much friction and a bad angle and suddenly rip goes the frenulum. Lots of blood. More than I would have expected. Healed quickly though and there's only the tiniest scar visible 20 years later. To younger dudes reading this who aren't circumcised, this can happen. Especially if your foreskin is naturally a bit tight. Don't be alarmed. It'll be okay. This should probably be tagged as NSFW. What I was thinking. Done. Not broken, but one time I got a handy from a girl with the grip of a construction worker. That's a bad thing. Do you wanna lose circulation in her dick? I was masturbutating too much. Well, it's no nut November. Give it some time to heal. I could. A buddy did it while attempting the crane kick on a stump. Why did he attempt to crane kick on a stump? This needed a serious tag. I think it's too late for that. I'm sorry. Pole vaulting a mud puddle. It only hangs low because my legs are short. Like a kickstand on a razor scooter. Mini me. More like grungy old garden gnome. Ask your mom. She knows. You must have really been on a dry spell if you want for my mom. Not my story, but a friend of mine used to do a lot of coke and he eventually decided to put some on his dick to last longer, since cocaine makes numb, and after going full speed for a couple minutes he broke that thing. Visited him a few days later in the hospital, and he said that his dick now looks like a bottle cap was twisted on it, lol. Glow stick. Not me, but in college my roommate was on the heavy side and was into heavyset girls. One night I was coming back from a party and I see him getting wheeled off into an ambulance. Apparently she bent his dick while riding him. Fuck that. Not me, but someone I used to know did this. He was having sex. Girl on top, and it slipped out. But not fully out, and so when she came back down it just snapped. He had surgery. Still had a small scar on his dick when I knew him. Think he lost a little bit of length, he said. But not massive amounts. No bending. No loss of sensation. Honestly, could have been way worse. To my friend Ilham. Lube is important, kids. Also don't jack off so much. Not me, but a friend of mine. In college he was having sex, and apparently they jumped into it without much foreplay, so not a lot of natural lubrication. He said it kind of hurt him at first, but then it just randomly stopped, and there was plenty of lubrication for the deed. Gets done and looks down to see blood everywhere. She sees it and starts crying. He spends half an hour fetal in the shower when he realized he had ripped his foreskin. Random. Sudden lubrication was from his blood, not her getting into it. TLDR. Friend tried having sex with no foreplay, tears foreskin, and accidentally ends up using his blood in lieu of lube. That sounds like a horror story nightmare. Doctor he saw told him it's a lot more common than you'd think, which makes it even more of a potential nightmare for anyone who isn't snipped out there. I had a coworker who was doing doggy violently with his GF. And one of the times he trusted backwards he pulled all the way out by mistake, and on his way back in he violently missed the hole and smashed his erection into her, followed by a big pop. Of course he was in absolute agony, but he settled down and didn't get it looked at by a doctor that day. His balls began to swell more and more every hour until he had to leave work the next day because both his balls turned black and got approximately 10x bigger, no exaggeration. He unzipped his pants and opened the hole in his underwear, and I shit you not, all I saw was a bunch of pitch black. His balls swelled so big I couldn't see anything else through that hole. He finally went to the doctor and was told that he popped a blood vessel. After some medicine and a few days rest everything went back to normal, so he said. The whole thing was very disturbing. All those images were disturbing. Can't imagine what it must have been like to actually see it. My roommate broke his penis when it slipped out of his girlfriend while she was riding him. She slammed his penis into her gooch and it broke. I know all this because he knocked on my door and asked me to look at it to see if it looks bad. It was extremely bruised and swollen. He went to the ER to check for internal bleeding. They advised home to just take it easy for a month. Don't ask. I already have. My friend didn't break his dick, but my boyfriend has ripped his frenulum twice. Once was inside me. Your mom. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Op. Exclamation mark. Damn. That's 3 of you. Your sex lives must be so sad. And that's coming from a virgin. I'm sorry. It's not your literal mom. Just the internet one, which is hotter. I didn't even scroll to see If someone else posted, no ducks were given on this day. Not broken, but my dick cracks like a knuckle kind of. Have you gotten that check out? Learned that can happen. Jeez. The thought of that happening to me is terrifying. My best. Your mom. Damn. You must have already been in the ducking gutter. Huh. Probably ducking. Exact reason to be lesbian. There is no possible way to injure a dick that doesn't exist. Flawless logic. I'm only talking about dick problems. Is broken dick even a real thing? Yes. You can actually break your dick. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.